some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Gators will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses are always fun to watch.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll go to the sneak. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Makes the grab. It's ball. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has...
Breaks into the open. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Fakes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. The sure hands, it's Clark. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's reeled in. It's Clark. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Gets it out quickly. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Complete on third down. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down. Red zone play. Round the line. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Snap in the shotgun. Bring in the heat. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 35. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Aggies have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Now on first down from the 30. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. might be looking to run. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Quite the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Turning it on! He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Coming out with it, it's Craven. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground with the counter. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch, it's Bussey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab right down the middle. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air. It's Reed. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. The give is to Smith. Fights off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grab behind the line. It's ball. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man, it's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Trying to punch it in.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Sets up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail on the...
He's going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Direct snap. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances.